let me ask you this. Can you imagine what it would feel like to wake up one morning and discover that the last 30 years of your life never happened in your awareness? That you cannot consciously identify with any experience you've had for the last 30 years of your life. That the woman that calls you her husband, or the man that calls you his wife, that the children that call you their mother, or the children that call you their father are all complete strangers to you. They are not a part of the consciousness or awareness you have now. Guys, can you imagine on this day of awareness that you cannot look into your house, your home, your family, the things that should be familiar to you, the people that should be your loved ones, the place you've created so many years of sweet, painful and lovely memories, and see or feel a sense of connection, a memory that binds you people together, a love bond, an emotional connection that fills that wonderful altar that we know as family. And guys, all this awakening happened because somebody managed to unearth a diabolical concoction or witchcraft concoction that was allegedly planted by your spouse to trap you or hypnotize you into marrying him or her some 30 years ago. That, my people, is what is happening here today. That is the truth I brought before you today. But I cannot go into details without giving honor to whom honor is due. I beg, permit me a few seconds to greet my people, or not too much. Hello guys, good day and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you all doing today? I hope life is good with you. It's still me, your girl Chisa of G's Quarters, and I'm here once again with another gossip. To my old subscribers, I welcome you all with enough wuzza in the air. And if today is your first time visiting this channel, I want to say thank you for stopping by. Please don't go without joining this amazing family by hitting the subscribe button, press the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you all once again. Now let's go back to our story. My people, you see this middle-aged man in this video? This man that is shouting in denial, shouting in Igbo language. He is literally saying he cannot emotionally, consciously, intellectually, or even physically identify with any member of his family at this point. At first glance, you may think this is dementia in action, or even conclude that the man is suffering from Alzheimer's disease. But can someone who was normal yesterday, someone who was mentally healthy and emotionally stable yesterday, a man in his late 50s or early 60s, who is not known to be forgetful, who has never had a recent incident or symptom of forgetfulness, wake up this morning and forget everything and everyone that made up his family? Guys, before this incident, something happened in their backyard. This man lives with his wife and his children in this public residential area. And you know how ghetto life be now for Nigeria? Nobody is responsible for the generally used spaces like the gutter, the walkways, or places assigned for waste disposal. But once in a while, either on cleanup days or a day fixed by the tenants of a particular building, everyone is expected to come out, join to clean up the compound, cut down overgrown grasses, dispose accumulated debts, then rake or sweep anywhere that needs to be swept. Now, on this fateful day, either the neighbors contributed to hire this laborer or one tenant did. At this point, it wasn't even important who hired or how the laborer was hired. The most important thing here is that there was a hiring and there was a laborer whose job was to clear the debts at their backyard, the debt that has accumulated there for so many years, the debt that everyone has been ignoring all these years. Guys, you know that kind of abandoned space in a public yard that is a stopping point for every tenant. This laborer was asked to do a thorough job, and a thorough job he did. He cut down the grasses, cleared out the debts, and it was while he was shoveling off debris from the gutter that he unearthed a bottle of concoction that was purportedly made to tie him up to the woman he married 30 years ago. Yes guys, you heard me right, 30 good years ago. It was after the concoction was exposed and broken that this man apparently came to his senses. And my people, coming to his senses now means he has completely completely lost any sense of induced or diabolical bond to the family he has formed these past years. Now guys, you know the interesting part? They say that this man sent his first wife packing 30 years ago in order to marry this lady that is his current wife now and the mother of his children. A woman he couldn't remember marrying and the children he couldn't remember giving birth to. Guys, hear him here shouting, I don't know this woman. I don't know these children. What are they doing here? Please, oh, what is happening to me? I don't know them, oh. They should leave me alone. I don't know them, oh. He is shaken, shocked and afraid of his reality. He is literally disowning every kind of connection and bond he had with his wife and his children. You see his son and daughters that look like their mother telling the guy with the camera to stop videoing them. You see his wife, the mother of his children, sitting as if she is resigned to her new reality. Guys, this video has succeeded in shocking everyone. Yes, we watch it in movies. We watch it in Hollywood movies. We hear about it. Now, people openly advertise kayamata, love potions, voodoo and hypnotism, key tying of two people of opposite sex, and a forced everlasting attachment. Dumping of these things in the river in order not to be traced, broken, or dug out. So many stories about this kayamata, but this is like real guys. It's like an example, an evidence. But the interesting thing here is that in as much as people were shocked, they voiced different opinions. Some were of the opinion that the woman don't fold their hand. That if she wants to tie, at least she should have tied something that is worth tying. Why tie a rubbish like this man? Since it is evident that the man is not wealthy, he is not well educated, he is not tall and handsome. So why and what is she tying him for? There is an Igbo adage that says, "Onye na-eri awo rie eke gbaragba so that akpo yori awo za." It means if you want to eat frog, at least eat the mature, fleshy, succulent ones, so that when someone calls you frog eater, you puff your chest and answer with confidence. They were like, this doesn't make sense. Please make it make sense. Why will she covet and snatch another woman's poverty? Now, some people were countering this popular opinion by saying, maybe this man wasn't poor 30 years ago. Maybe he was doing well then. Maybe he was a Prince Charming. But the evil that was the root of their marriage reduced him to this. On the other hand, many were of a different opinion entirely. They said it is possible that the man has become tired of the woman and just wants to be free. He must have regretted leaving his first wife for this his present wife, but in order to be free, he needs to blame someone for his last 30 years of mess up. So this is a planned act. He has to plant a charm to make it look like the woman's fault. It's very possible that it is the man that called the laborer that found the supposed charm. This is obviously a different angle to the story, and it got a lot of people thinking. It is possible that in this time of poverty and hardship, people are ready to put their mess on others in order to come out clean. Some people are so desperate that they can go to any length in order to shift or push away their responsibilities. Finally, guys, most of the people, those who are not there to criticize, empathize, or blame, those who are there to redirect this video to whom it may concern, the finger pointers, the esteemed Yul Edochie's online in-laws, they said you'll need to watch this video because he is going to be the next in line. They said it is time for Juju, in quote, to chop wototo. That God forbid you'll have to wait for the next 30 years just like this man in order to regain his senses and his freedom. That it is because Yul Edochie's sense is in a bottle, that is why he speaks without wisdom. That is why he's making all these blunders on a daily basis. A man under a spell can never reason well. He reasons according to the thoughts and plans of his master, Juju, in quote, Austin. So, online in-laws need to gather very soon and go clean the gutters behind Yul Edochie's house so that they may probably dig out the bottle that Judy Austin used to tie Yul Edochie. Now guys, after watching this video, after listening to different opinions from different sets of people, I am asking for your opinion. What do you think happened here? What is your conclusion concerning this matter? Do you agree with or believe that this man was actually hypnotized or tied in a bottle to be this woman's husband for 30 years? Or are you seeing this as this man is obviously looking for a reason to run away from his responsibilities? He is just making his wife the scapegoat. Please, I would love to hear your opinions in the comment section. Meanwhile, I will briefly give you my 2 cents. This video and similar cases like this is a proof and evidence to the mindset and mentality that Africans have that has bedeviled and crippled us in our resourcefulness and creativity. It has crippled our level of resourcefulness. It has crippled our level of creativity. Why? It is because we use it to escape taking responsibilities of what is happening around us, what we are doing. Last, we either blame the devil, or we blame one diabolical witches and wizards, or some pastors will encourage us to blame our uncles in the village, our grandmothers, even our parents for our calamities. One way or the other, we always find a reason to blame someone else for our own misfortune. But whatever be the case in this video, there is one thing that I want to make clear. No one can be tied unless you are open to be tied. If your eyes and your third leg are not roaming around looking for who will tie you, you will not be tied. Any man that is being unfaithful to his wife is tied. Whether he is officially tied by one diabolical doctor or not, you are tied by what is between a woman's laps. So don't stand on your high horse and think that you are safe simply because no concoction has been unearthed in your backyard. Let's assume this story is true. Here you see that 85% of people are blaming only the woman, leaving out the fact that the man is an active participant in this whole drama. We need to learn to take accountability for our actions. The Bible said when you break the hedge, the serpent will bite. There must be an opening. There must be a loophole. There must be a sin. Spiritually, you must have created a crack on your walls of defense through which the carriers or agents of calamities and destructions will creep into your life. I am not going to dispute or discountenance the fact that there is a reality in this idea of voodooism, witchcraft in Africa, Kayamata, love potion, Kominomi in Nigeria. No, I am not, because they are real. But one thing I'm very sure of is that their power is temporary and very, very conditional. It is a tedious job to maintain. That is why it is not a permanent item in the market or on social media. Different types of Kayamata trended a few months ago, promising all level and kinds of love and marital bliss during the early days of Judy Austin's reign in Yuli Doche's life. But where are they now? Remember Jaruma that was using Regina Daniels' marriage to advertise her Kayamata products?
If Kayamata is not working on you, how can a little girl of 21, your whole PR, she controlled you and your whole PR to type this 5 pages. Oh man, Jaruma product is working on you. It's working. You cannot say my product is not working.
The scandal gave her huge sales. But guys, what happened to her? Why did her husband leave their marriage after she has bore him a son? Why didn't the Kayamata work for her? Why didn't the Kayamata keep her husband tied to her till their old age, till death do them part? On the other hand, this shouldn't be an excuse for some people. Just as you blame your parents, you blame your lecturers, you blame your uncles and aunts, you blame your grandparents in the village, and popularly you blame the devil because your life is not going the way you want. When you find yourself in a tight corner, instead of looking inwards, you shift your blame, your anger, your frustration on the people around you, and in this case on the woman that has been with you through thick and thin. Guys, I don't know the history of this particular family, but obviously it has not been easy. By the condition of the house where the man is shouting, it's not like the man had a wonderful edifice or wealth that will entice or warrant or compel a woman to take that extreme measure to tie a man. This is a man that has subjected this woman to a life of penury for years. Now he is trying to claim that the woman tied him. Why will she do that? A woman who can do that, seeing how poor her husband has become, should be able to liberate herself and then tie a different man that is wealthy. So what is the attraction here? Can this man make it make sense? So guys, it is not fair that this man will try and use diabolical means to escape the life of frustration that you found yourself in. Please let us learn to appreciate the people in our lives, in good times and in bad times. Hear this, guys. Whether you are a king, a billionaire or a star, whether you are a slave, a servant, a poor or an ordinary man, learn to seek your own happiness and peace. Thank you guys for staying with me to the end. I wish you all a lovely day. Bye-bye.